I don't know. Like sometimes about this, I don't know where people stand anymore on like talking about it. Like, what's the public consensus on this?
I don't think many people do talk about it anymore.
I don't think anyone
cares. That's
right?
it, right? Yeah.
No.
And it's like, I don't know.
Well, the thing I find funny is that the pandemic has kind of like made people forget that other other illnesses exist. And I don't actually mean forget, but I remember just like, going to an anime convention and like when you get sick, if you get sick now, everyone assumes COVID.
Yeah.
But then I remember that con flu was a thing even before COVID was a thing.
Yeah.
Like you'd go to an anime convention, you go to any convention, you just assume you'd get some kind of illness, right?
Yeah.
But now I'm just like so paranoid that every time I'm ill, okay, I've just gotten COVID,
Yeah. I mean, in Japan, like every year around like November-ish, we have this like wave of, this is before COVID. We used to have this like wave of influenza. That's just would run rampant in November and December, right? And, it was so bad in Japan where, like, now it became common practice to go get your influenza shots.
Yeah.
I haven't, for the past 2 years, I haven't heard anyone who's gone to get the influenza shot.
Everyone, it's the biggest baddie of the month, right? Like, it's like COVID's the big boy right now. Yeah. No one cares about
COVID's the alpha, right?
The beta flu. It's the big boss.
Yo, those other influenzas, they're the betas, man.
Yeah, they're the
beta
beta diseases.
Well, recently in other countries, and you might have a good or a bad opinion on this. I don't know. It depends what you like.
Yeah.
Like, I think America just announced. Why did I say America? America just announced that if you have COVID, you no longer need to self-isolate.
Yeah, I think England announced that as well.
Which I
don't know if I agree with that.
I don't agree with that.
I mean, I feel like if you have any illness, you should. It's it's just common courtesy.
I mean, this is before COVID as well. It's like if you have a cold, don't come to work.
Yeah, if you have the flu, don't come to work. Just like
it's
I don't know. Like I guess
it's weird. It's weird. 'Cause you're like maybe not. But
I guess like if you have any illness, you
don't
probably shouldn't expose other people anyway, but I guess it's just like the feeling of having someone tell you that you should stay at home versus just having the courtesy to stay
unfortunately, a lot of people work jobs where like they just won't give them the sick day as well, where you have like no choice, right? So it's kind of like obviously we're very lucky that we can, if I want to self-isolate, that's just my normal working hours. So it's a lot harder for other people.
But then it's also weird that like, because if you say in this day and age, if you caught a cold or you got influenza, you would just out of just common thinking, you would just be like, oh, I probably shouldn't come into work, or I probably shouldn't come to school.
Well, like, and no, because it's like.
So why is it that when it suddenly gets to COVID, it's like, you can't tell me what to do?
It's weird as well, because like maybe let's say you're a teacher. Or you're going to get sick every goddamn week. Yeah. Like you're getting, because I mean, those kids are dirty. They bring
That's just con flu every week, man.
Yeah. Right. So it's like, okay, I think a lot of teachers, even when they're sick, they go into work a lot of the time. Unless they're really, really sick. But I think if they have like a flu or something, they just go into work.
Yeah.
And also, like I said earlier, like a lot of jobs do not allow people, and a lot of people can't afford to take time off work, which is a big one.
Yeah,
well, that's true. But like, I think like in a situation where now that home working has become much more of a popular thing, that if you're in a position where you don't need to expose other people, whatever illness it is, you probably just shouldn't take that chance. And I think that's a good habit. I think it's a good habit to promote. Yeah, don't get other people ill. Is that a hot take? I don't know. I don't know.
God forbid, God. I don't know. That you care for other people? What a herbivore move.
But then there's always that, like, the COVID has that really fucking annoying part to it where it's like, all right, I feel I am no longer sick. I am totally fine. I am still testing positive. Yeah. Do you guys feel comfortable with me turning up? And I'm always like, whatever, turn up. I don't care. Yeah. Because I'm like, I don't live with anyone. I don't interact with anyone who is elderly or immunocompromised. So to me, I'm like, if you feel fine, I don't care.
Well, I think it's just the case of, every case is different. Are you still infectious? Well, some people are, some people aren't. There's no hard science that says, okay, 5 days in or 6 days in, you aren't infectious anymore. Some people might still be.
No, I know,
but there's like still like a safety period, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just like that. It's like the placebo kind of feeling of like, well, God isn't coughing everywhere, so even though I know that you could still be infectious, but also I'm like, I don't know, like if we have shit to do and it's really important, I'm like, I'll be like, go on, if you're sick, I don't care. Get me sick. Get me fucking cough in my mouth.
I think you're able to say that because you're the only one in this office who
Yeah,
hasn't
I think
got
so.
it yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I also I just haven't got it, so I don't know what's happening. I've gotten to the point now where I've been exposed so many times and I've never gotten it.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the fuck is happening.
I just found it funny that it was just like everyone
I met at every point during my trip got COVID. Literally everyone.
There was this conspiracy theory going around that Connor was like the epicenter of like outbreak.
Like for 2 months.
Connor was the alpha strain. He was the alpha strain.
Like, I don't know, like I'm not trying to be like irresponsible or be like, you should do this too. It's just like I personally felt I didn't feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
If we had to film Trash Taste and it was just the three of us and Gaunt was sick, I would be like, I'm happy to take the risk.
Yeah.
That's on me.
Yeah.
If Joey is too, that's on Joey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we can make those decisions as reasonable adults.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe I'm being dumb. Maybe I'm fucking crazy.
No, I'm sure there's people who agree with your stance on that.
I don't know what the normal thought is in terms of COVID.
Yeah, because
I don't know what it is anymore.
Yeah.
Well, it's like
not anymore.
It's like when Aki got COVID, right?
Yeah.
Joey was like, do you guys feel chill with me coming in, even though I'm testing negative? I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. Come on in. We got to do shit. Oh, you can't take 2 weeks off. What are we going to do? Can't do anything.
But that's because we're on a tight schedule now, right?
Yeah.
But like, if we were on our normal schedule, would you have said the same thing?
Probably, because I'd still be like, I'm. If you are testing positive, I don't care. I'm like, whatever, come in.
Right, but I do care.
What? Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah,
why, like, I would.
yeah.
Okay, I want to. Yeah, let me make that.
If I truly
100%.
didn't care, I wouldn't even take a test.
Yeah, let me make that 100% clear. I would, if I thought I was feeling sick, I would test and then I would ask you guys, are you comfortable with it? I would never just show up. I feel like that's not my decision to make.
Yeah, of course.
You know, because I don't. If I'm sick, it's not my call.
Yeah.
Like, it's up to if you guys are comfortable. That's why, like, I was saying, if you asked me or you asked me, I'd be like, I don't care.
Right.
So you don't need to ask me.
Right.
Just fucking turn up.
Yeah.
So just, unless you have, like, something, ligma, I mean, you might want to ask me.
I don't know how infectious that is, you know. But like, yeah, I mean, I think this has promoted, I guess, like a good kind of habit of just at least asking people. Because like,
You should always, if you're sick, you should ask everyone.
yeah, because I swear before
Common decency.
Yeah, I mean, I think people before just kind of like just toughed it
ask,
out.
yeah.
And they felt like they should tough it out. You know, and I know a lot of people where they were in a position where they felt ill, but they were like, well, you know, I kind of should just tough it out because the mentality is, you know, what, bro? Why are you not coming to work? Why are you asking about this?
Yeah.
The answer should be yes, but I feel like the better mentality is just asking people, are you comfortable with it? Because I could be sick. Because yes, in my life before, I have got sick from other people being sick. Not just this happened before COVID, and yes, it is annoying, you know.
Yeah.
So I think in that sense, it's promoted like good habits. in a
I
sense.
think so, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I hope I don't come off as a fucking crazy person who's like, you fucking, everyone should fucking be sick all the time. Cough in each other's mouth.
It's like, oh, you're sick? Try me.
No,
Try me.
That's not what I was trying to get at, just in case people, I know some people are going to say like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. No, because, you know, I mean, like, even in Japan that got reflected, I remember there was, like, a report that came out during the first year of the pandemic where, like, the rate of influenza in the first November went down by, like, 90% or something.
Yeah.
It's just because now people are just used to being more hygienic. So, like, we definitely, like, definitely a lot of shit things happen because of this, but also a lot of like people, gain a lot of good habits from it.
I have not got a con flu yet, and I see that as a fucking positive. You know?
Exactly. I used to get con flu every single time before the pandemic.
It was always the default. I am going to an anime convention. I am going to get ill, and there's nothing I can do about it. But now, yes, people still do get ill after anime conventions, of course.
It doesn't spread as much anymore because people are carrying around fucking hand sanitizer.
But people are at least more aware of health issues. Maybe we shower like 10% more. I don't know what the exact number is, but I feel like people shower more now.
It took a global pandemic for Weebs to finally shower.
The one thing.
Thank God. We can be proud of that at least.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think that is a positive, that people are just more health conscious and more conscious about the people around them.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I think everyone's become a bit more of a germaphobe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, just because you had to.
Yeah. Malin's like, finally.
Oh my God.
Finally.
My people.
My people. I finally see more people like me.
Yeah. Maylene's finally not as weird as she used to be. Still weird, but not as weird.